Here they now, the top 10 college football recruits of all time from every state, Iowa edition. At number 10 is Cooper DeJean, who stayed home and committed to play for the Iowa Hawkeyes. He was an amazing player for Iowa and a do-it-all guy for them, and is expected to go in the first round of this year's NFL draft. At number 9 is Austin Blythe, who committed to play for the Iowa Hawkeyes. And at Iowa, he was a pretty good player for them, playing in 52 games. And he would go on to be selected in the 7th round of the 2016 NFL draft and had a pretty decent NFL career. At number 8 is AJ Derby, who committed to play for the Iowa Hawkeyes. He committed to play quarterback and would be their backup in 2011. He was unhappy at Iowa, so he then transferred to a community college for his sophomore season. And after having a good year there, he would transfer to Arkansas. And then after being their backup, he would switch to play tight end. And he would honestly go on to be a pretty good tight end for them. And he would go on to be selected in the 6th round of the 2015 NFL draft, but never really did much in the league. And at number 7 is Max Duggan, who committed to play for TCU. In college at TCU, he was an amazing player, leading them to a national championship game. However, he would go on to be selected in the 7th round of the 2023 NFL draft, but hasn't played snap in the league yet. And at number 6 is Amara Darboh, who committed to play for Michigan. And at Michigan, he was pretty good, becoming an all Big Ten player. And he would go on to be selected in the 3rd round of the 2017 NFL draft, but never really did much in the league. And at number 5 is Jordan Bernstein, who committed to play for Iowa. And honestly, at Iowa, he was pretty good and would go on to be selected in the 7th round of the 2012 NFL draft. And in his first NFL game, he would suffer a knee injury that basically ended his career. And coming in at number 4 is Adrian Arrington, who committed to play for Michigan. And in his time in Michigan, he was a pretty good wide receiver for them. However, he would only go on to be selected in the 7th round of the 2008 NFL draft and never really did anything in the league. And at number 3 is Ross Pierce-Batcher, who committed to play for Alabama. And at Alabama, he was an extremely good player, becoming an all-SEC player and also winning 2 national championships. However, he would only be selected in the 5th round of the 2019 NFL draft and never really did much in the league. And coming in at number 2 is Alan Lazard, who committed to play for Iowa State. And in his time at Iowa State, he was an extremely good receiver for them. However, he would go undrafted in the NFL, but has had a pretty good career with a couple good seasons. And the number 1 college football recruit of all time out of the state of Iowa is Blake Larson, who committed to play for the Iowa Hawkeyes. It's safe to say he's a bust, as injuries kind of ended his career, as he would quit football after his junior season and would go on to become a police officer.